Hi, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be weird because something really sad happened yesterday. Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, and she was a legend. She did so much for this country. It makes me sad that she passed away, and it makes me terrified for whoever is going to replace her. But I have to retain some sense of normalcy in this terrible world we are living in. So I was going to film this video specifically. In fact, I did film this video already last week. And then the video that I recorded, it wasn't very high energy. It was just so, I was mumbling the entire time. It's just not usable. So I went to go re-record it, and then I was filming it, and I was recording my audio through this, screen recording system, and my computer just shut down. My audio went with it. That's never happened to me before because I usually record my audio through Adobe Audition, but then the next day I was going to re-record everything, and then someone in my neighborhood decided to have a party, a birthday party that involves a DJ for 6 hours. They were just blasting music, and it was just do we live in the same world? Is there not a pandemic going on? Anyway, I couldn't record that day because you could literally, it was the loudest in my bedroom, and that's where I record. So now here we are again, recording this video. And I guess it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I was able to reimagine this video. It is a ranking of supernatural characters. Not all of them, because this show is 15 years long and it would be very long. You'll see. I have a variety of characters. Obviously the main characters, Cass, Dean, Sam, Jack, they're all in this, and then there's other ones that are pretty important to the show. I'm sure that there are going to be people missing from this, but the first one that I did, it was 70-ish characters long, and I was filming for 3 hours, and it was just too much. So I narrowed it down to 41 characters. I have changed the titles of these categories. We love, which is obviously the top tier. We love these people. We care about them so much, more than anyone else. And then we have we enjoy, which, we like these characters. It's just about enjoying what you're seeing on the screen, which brings us to we appreciate. It basically means these characters had a big impact on the show, and therefore I appreciate them. And I do kind of like them. But the we acknowledge category is for the people who maybe they had a big impact on the show, but I don't like them. So I acknowledge their existence, but go away. And then we don't care is this character is just irrelevant. Why are you here? I just don't need you in my life. The we hate category, which who's gonna be in that column. It's just the lowest of the low in this show. It's just I don't want you on my screen. I don't want you in my life. I do not like you. I think you're the worst. We hate you. So that's where I'm at with this ranking system here. Let's get started. First we have
Jamie.
No. Much sexier. Try again.
Abaddon.
Now, I personally love Abaddon, but she's a villain. I love watching her. I love everything about her. I love her as a villain. The way that she presents herself. I love the way that she talks. I mean, I just love Elena Huffman, but I think the character of Abaddon is actually very good at being bad. So there's that. Alex.
Let's find out.
Now, I love Alex. I'm probably going to say that for most of these characters. I love this person. Now, Alex is very important to me because she is the start of Wayward Sisters, realistically. Jodie took her in and became her mom, and it was just a wonderful time, and that opened up the possibility for Claire eventually to go into that role as well, and for Wayward Sisters to start. I think that we need to see more of her. We see a good amount of her, but we need to see more, right? So we're putting her in We Enjoy. What I'm going to do is actually place these people, and then at the very end I'm going to move them around so that you know exactly where my feelings are. So Amara is obviously very important to the story season 11 on. Well, not really. I mean, she is. She's very important to the overall existence of Sam and Dean and Cass, and just like the way that the world works. But her entire storyline in the beginning of season 11 was so disgusting. Her obsession with Dean and how like non-consensual it was, and how just it was so... I mean, I know it was meant to skeeve you out, but that doesn't make it any less gross. I don't like it, but in season 15, she like gets a glow up and just is living her best life. So I kind of have to appreciate, you know? Ash.
Makes you feel any better? We got Ash killed too.
I'm cool with it.
He's cool with it.
Ash is so fun. He's a very well-rounded character, even though he's only in like 3 or 4 episodes. Like, he's so interesting and just fun to watch. Like, I really love him, but we're putting him in We Enjoy because he, like I said, he's only in a few episodes, and it's not enough. Azazel, or the Yellow-Eyed Demon.
You ever heard the expression, if a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is?
We have to acknowledge, okay, we acknowledge that he is a very important part of the story. Without him, the story goes nowhere. So we have to acknowledge that he exists. But do I like him? No, I don't like him at all. Benny.
You just make sure you tell Dean I said goodbye.
I can't justify putting him in We Love, but I love him so much. His relationship with Dean is so great. The idea that Dean finally comes to this realization that monsters are not just monsters, even though he kind of already knew that already, like having Benny be that catalyst for him, and the fact that he trusts Benny with his life, with Sam's life, because Benny saved Cass, like that's amazing. So, Billy.
Billy.
We need to talk.
We love Billy. We love Billy. Billy is perfection. I love Billy so much. When they killed her first, it was like, are you kidding me right now? You're gonna kill the only recurring black woman that you've had on the show. What are you doing? But then they brought her back as Death, and it was like, I mean, I don't know if that was their plan from the beginning. I can't remember what the time span was in between then. If it was longer than half of a season, I highly doubt that was their plan from the beginning. I think it was like a full season later, but I can't remember. But I do love her. She has her own motivations. She has her own just feelings and thoughts. She is not here to just help Sam and Dean, and that makes me so happy. Bobby.
Family don't end with blood, boy.
Of course we love Bobby. He's Sam and Dean's real dad, you know? The one that actually cared about them. We love Bobby. We can't say much more about that. Cass.
My people skills are rusty.
Again, of course we love Cass. Of course we love Cass. But I can't say much more. Charlie.
You hooked up at a charity benefit?
If you can't score at a reproductive rights function, then you simply cannot score.
We love Charlie so much. We love Charlie. Her death was stupid, and I do think that they're bringing her back this season, like actual Charlie, because they brought her back as like alternate universe Charlie, and it was just like, come on, like, why would you do this? Charlie is everything to me. We have Chuck.
I dated. Yeah, I had some girlfriends. Had a few boyfriends.
Now this one might be controversial, but we have to put him in We Love. Okay, I loved Chuck from the very beginning when he was just Chuck, and obviously we learned he has always been God. Just so you know, I'm not religious in any way. It's not like I'm putting him here because like, oh, I have the fear of God in me. I really don't. First of all, he's not actually God. Second of all, I am not religious. So I just love that God is the villain of this show. It makes me so happy. I love that they had the courage to do that, and that the CW let them, because I know that at the end of season 11 they wanted to kill God and the CW was like, no. I don't know if they're going to kill God now, but they do have to defeat him in some way, so I'm looking forward to that. First of all, I love Rob Benedict. If you saw my last video, I was like sobbing thinking about how the show is ending and how much Rob had to go through, and I love him. I think he's just the sweetest person, and he's just adorable. To see him play this like giant asshole is like so... It's so interesting, and I can't explain it. I think that God being the villain is such a good idea for this show's end that it makes me put him in the love category. I just love that. So we don't love his actions, but we love the idea. Claire?
I kill monsters. That's who the hell I am.
We love Claire. My gay daughter. She's so wonderful. And we could have had it all. We really could have had it all with Claire. I want a spin-off. I want the freaking spin-off that we asked for. We literally asked for Wayward and they gave it to us. And then the CW was like, just kidding. Anyway, Crowley.
Never underestimate the King of Hell, darling.
I don't know if it's because I've just been watching seasons 9 and 10 recently that I do still actually like Crowley. I know around when Rowena is introduced in season 10, that's when I start disliking Crowley, and I was like so over him. I was like, I don't know why you're still on the show anymore. And then he continued to be on the show for another 3 years. So, or was it 2? I don't remember. Oh god. I need to rewatch these seasons, especially since the show's coming back very soon. Crowley, we enjoy for now. Not that I dislike Mark. I actually really like Mark Shepard, and I think he plays Crowley really well. It's just, I think he also had the feeling that they were just floundering with what to do with Crowley, and they didn't do very good things with him, and that made me not like Crowley. It just sucks, you know? But anyway, Dean.
You think you're funny?
I think I'm adorable.
Is that even a question? Like, what? Dean? Death? We appreciate Death. I think Death is a great character in itself. Like, just, I mean, now Billy is Death, so, but Billy is better than Death. Has his own idea of how he views the world and wants the world to be, and there's always a natural order and all this stuff, and that really brings a good balance into the show. He's not in the show that much, so it's just like, okay, we appreciate. Anyway, I think that's all I can say about Death. Donatello. Now, the first time I did this, and the second time I think, I could not remember his name. I don't even remember how I remembered, but I did. And we don't care. We care so little about this person. It makes me angry to think about how little I care about him, and that makes it seem like we should put him in we hate, but we don't. We don't hate him. He's just so irrelevant, and it makes me angry that they include him so much in the later seasons. Because basically Kevin died, and then this was our new prophet. First of all, there were other prophets, and he was not one of them. I'm just realizing now it makes no sense. I might be missing something in all of this, because I know he was kind of like a prophet of Amara or something. So I don't know. So we lost Kevin for this old white dude, and the writers who created him are my least favorite writers on the show. And they constantly use this character. I don't want a character that occurs so often on the show that I care so little about. We're moving on. Donna.
You ever shot a gun before? No. Okie doke, here you go.
I love Donna. She really isn't in that many episodes, so it feels like she shouldn't be in there. We're gonna put her in We Enjoy, but I do love her so much. Eileen. We enjoy Eileen. I love Shoshana Stern, who plays her. She's a deaf actress playing a deaf character on TV, and we love representation. Again, she's not in that many episodes, but she is so important to the story now. She is Sam's love interest. So I think that they're probably going to end up together. I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if Sam is going to die at the end of the show. I really have no idea. But I do think that Eileen is Sam's end game. I'm not saying that she's just Sam's love interest. She's absolutely an amazing hunter. She's very independent, and I love everything about her. So anyway, when she died, it was stupid. Then they brought her back. It was beautiful. Gabriel, we enjoy. We enjoy Gabriel. I think, honestly, fandom Gabriel is different from canon Gabriel in the sense that I think that the fans of the show, me included, love Gabriel way more than we should because... I don't know, it's so weird because Gabriel became this, like, really prominent figure in fandom. Maybe it's because Richard Spade Jr. is so, like, he's a big part of the fandom. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know, like, how he became such a big part of the fandom, but he just is. He had only been in a couple episodes, and he wasn't really even that good of a friend to the Winchesters. Like, he helped them because eventually he realized that they were right about, you know, the apocalypse and everything. But he's really just, he's not that much of an ally to them. And later on in the series, he is. But it's just like, I don't know. It's so weird to me how it became like that. So I really don't know. Garth.
Or maybe you'll talk to
Mr. Fizzles!
We enjoy Garth. Garth is so wonderful. He's just precious. And he's now a werewolf. And he, you know, he's very... happy with his werewolf life. It's cute. I love him. But we enjoy him. Okay. Jack.
Well, I'm 2. Auntie. I'm 20. 2. I'm 22.
We love Jack. That one actually might be controversial in a way because I know that the fandom is pretty split on Jack. Like, I know a lot of people that like Jack and a lot of people that don't. And I understand both sides, but to me, Jack is so adorable and, like, just innocent that I can't ever hate him. Like, he literally killed Mary Winchester, and I'm like, but he didn't mean to. He didn't have a soul. He's adorable. And I love Mary Winchester. Do not get me wrong. We're gonna get to her. But Jodie...
You don't have to do this alone. When you're ready, if you want, we're all here for you.
We love Jodie. Jodie is amazing. I can't even explain to you how amazing Jodie is. I love her. She's an ally to the Winchesters, but not just that. Like, she has her own family. Freaking Wayward. I can't... We should have had Wayward. We should have been able to have Wayward. I'm just... John, we hate. We hate John. I'm not going to spend any more time talking about how much I hate him. I don't have to like him. I don't have to like him. And I don't like him. Kevin. We love Kevin. I'm trying to decide whether we enjoy or we love. I love Kevin. I do. It's just that, like, there's parts of him that stress me out.
I believe the closet would be safest.
You know, when I think about them. And it makes me angry, like, the way he was treated. So it's like, do we love him or do we enjoy him? But being treated a certain way by the show, it doesn't change the way I feel about his character. So we love him. Mary Winchester. We love Mary Winchester. If you hate Mary Winchester, goodbye. I don't want to hear it. So many people hate Mary Winchester for doing the things that she did when they brought her back. But they don't hate Sam and Dean for doing the same kind of stuff. Like, it is insane to me, the double standards. You don't allow her any mistakes to be made when Sam and Dean make mistakes constantly and you forgive them. It's just so frustrating to me. This is a Mary Winchester appreciation channel. We love her, okay? Meg.
Later, Home Nuggets.
We appreciate, okay? Because Meg is a very big part of the series. She's in many seasons, many episodes. She even recently, I think, was in the most recent episode that aired. She is very important to the show. And I don't dislike her. So we have to put her in we appreciate, okay? I really don't dislike her. Metatron.
What makes a story work? Is it the plot, the characters, the text, the subtext? And who gives a story meaning? Is it the writer? Or you?
This one is definitely gonna be controversial. Listen, I almost would put him in We Love because of what he does for Dean and Cass's storyline. We get an insight into Cass through Metatron that I love so much.
He's in love with humanity. And the Angel Tablet, arguably the most powerful instrument in the history of the universe, is in pieces, and for what again? Oh, that's right. To save Dean Winchester. That was your goal, right? I mean, you draped yourself in the flag of heaven, but ultimately, it was all about saving one human, right? Well, guess what? He's dead too.
Those specific lines. Why are they not in love with each other? Anyway, so because of what he brings to Dean and Cass's story, I have to put Metatron in We Enjoy. And Curtis Armstrong is just so funny and like just a very charismatic guy. So anyway, Missouri.
Boy, you put your foot on my coffee table, I'm gonna whack you with a spoon.
I didn't do anything.
Well, you were thinking about it.
We Enjoy Missouri. She's not in enough episodes for me to put her in love, but I love Missouri. She's only in like 3 episodes, maybe? Not even. I think she's only in 2 episodes. Like, I'm pretty sure she's only in 2 episodes of the series. And one of them, she dies. She could have been so influential on this show, and I think she was in the fandom. I think a lot of people really like her. I just wish we had seen more of her, and she deserved better than to die when she came back. Naomi. We appreciate Naomi. She brought a lot of insight into Cass's character, and I do actually, you know what, we'll put her in We Enjoy, because she does kind of get a redemption arc in the later seasons, so I enjoy her. I do enjoy her. Rowena.
But lads, I'm queen. My subjects revere me. Well, fear me, which is better.
We love Rowena. She's the queen of hell, baby. She is so amazing. I mean, we all kind of thought that when she died, she would become the queen of hell, and I'm so glad that they ended up doing that, because they could have just killed her off and be done with it, which would have been very frustrating. I love her, and Ruthie, who plays her, is just so sweet, and I love her. Ruby.
Even you have to admit, I'm awesome.
We enjoy Ruby. I do. I really do enjoy Ruby. I was deciding whether we enjoy or we appreciate. She's so instrumental in season 3 and 4. She really guided Sam along that path of going dark side. I like Ruby 1.0 and Ruby 2.0. Ruby 1.0 was played by Katie Cassidy, and Ruby 2.0 is Genevieve Padalecki. Cortez was her maiden name. She is amazing. I like both of them a lot. Rufus.
Oh, good, you're home. Listen, you gotta help me bury your body.
We enjoy Rufus. Rufus is, once again, not in enough episodes. Died too soon. Should not have died. Is amazing. Should have gotten a better goodbye. I love his personality and his relationship with Bobby. I think it's fun, and I really just like this. I really do. I just like him. And now this is where it gets interesting. Okay, so this is season 11 to 15 Lucifer. We hate. We hate so much. 1, this is after we've learned how terrible Mark Pellegrino is. 2, this is after we realize he should never have come back. Why is Lucifer still alive? It's tired. I'm tired. It's a tired storyline, and I'm tired of hearing it. So I'm done. I'm done with Lucifer. It's just so stupid. Anyway, season 15, Becky.
I'm a writer too, Chuck.
Fanfic. It's not really the same thing.
Writing's writing.
We're putting in We Appreciate, because they brought her back to give her a redemption, and they did it so well. Season 15, Michael / Adam. Now, I was supposed to watch the episode that he was in before I made this video, but I didn't. I did watch them, but I forgot them already. I have a feeling that I like him, so I feel like I want to appreciate. Season 5, Becky. We hate. I mean, no. Just no. Season 5, Lucifer. I actually like him. Not like him. He's Lucifer, but I enjoy watching those things, and you would think we enjoy, but we're not going that far, okay? We appreciate what he does for this show, and the fact that, you know, he's such a big character on the show. at that time. Now this is season 5, Michael. We don't care. There's no point. We don't care. I mean, there is a point. Okay, I guess we acknowledge. We acknowledge that they have a large role to play, but they're only in a couple episodes, and they're just bland. The most boring character. Sam.
That house doesn't have salt. Most sodium free.
Wow, Sam's all the way at the bottom because his name starts with S. We love Sam. Obviously, we love Sam. Of course, we love Sam. Anyway, now this one. Now this is where it gets interesting right here. This is Tractor Angel. And this is a joke, but we love him. I mean, he's pointless, so he should actually be here. But we love him. Okay, Tractor Angel is very important. This is actually kind of a teaser for my next video, which is memes that were created by the Supernatural fandom. Not memes that were put on top of Supernatural episodes, you know, like a screen cap with a meme on top of it. Not that. Whether it be something that we watched on the show and then made a meme of it, or something that happened in the fandom that became a meme. And Tractor Angel is one of those things. And I'll explain more about that next video, so be on the lookout for that. Now, Zachariah had a very integral part to play in seasons 4 and 5, and I think we have to acknowledge that. Also, I actually enjoy watching Zachariah, I think. So I would put him here. Like, I don't dislike him, so I think he's awful, but like the things that he does, but I do like what he brings to the show, and so I appreciate him. Just give me a second. I'm gonna put these in order and then I'll come back to you, okay? All right, and there we have it. I switched some things around so that you can see my definitive ranking. In the We Love category, we start off with Dean. Of course. Of course we start off with Dean. And we end with Tractor Angel, which is a joke. So we really end with God. And then in the We Enjoy category, we start off with Eileen, and we end with Naomi. In the We Appreciate category, we start off with Meg, and we end with season 15, Michael and Adam. And we acknowledge, I didn't move anything around from we acknowledge or we don't care, because in the We Hate category, I do want to emphasize this. It starts off with the person I hate the most and goes to the person I hate the least. So this is my ranking of the Supernatural characters. I will link this specific tier list in the description. I want to hear how you felt about my rankings. Don't kill me, okay? Don't kill me. This is just how I feel. And I want to see your tier list. So if you do this tier list, I want you to send it to me on my Twitter. I want to see what everyone's opinions are. I mean, I hope you had fun watching this video. I had fun making it, except for the other times when I filmed it and it didn't work, and then there was a party happening. I didn't like those things. Didn't like that happening. As for my series about series videos, I am going to at least rewatch everything again, and we'll see what happens. I might end up just skipping the series recaps and just going into the analyzing TV writers that I had planned on doing from the very beginning. I don't know. I'm not positive yet. So we'll see once we're done watching the series what's going to happen. And I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.